Hey, good morning, everybody. It's 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we're going to take a look at today's weather update. Um, let's take a look at our Storm Prediction Center first of all. See if there's any severe thunderstorms in the forecast. And right now, we're in the clear for that. What we're going to really want to take a look at is the Jamstack model, because as you know, its October run is going to come out soon. Excuse me, and excuse me. We're going to take a look at its September run for December through February, and we're going to take a look at our 2 meter air temperature anomalies. Now, as you know, the August run was warmer, and it finally flipped back cold for the September run. Um, so this run for the winter has a lot of cold air here in the southeast, and a big block there in the North Pole, which means that warmer air and higher pressure in the North Pole, and it's allowing a lot of colder air to be in the southeast. So I do believe this will be a southeastern winter this year. Let's take a look at our precipitation anomalies because that was our air temperatures. Now let's take a look at our how much precip will be in the atmosphere, and it looks like a very wet pattern for the southeast as well. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that if you're not in the precip or the cold air, you won't get any cold air or precip this winter, but it does mean it will be limited, and the southeast will be the jackpot, so to speak, of the cold and snow this winter. And keep in mind there are other winter forecasts out there that say the Farmer's Almanac that the northern plains will get plowed with snow this year. But we're just going off the Jamstack model in this weather update. And right now, it looks like a lot of rain or a lot of precip mixed with that cold air in the southeast. So I would assume you would squeeze some snow out of that as well. And again, our sea surface temperature anomalies, we have a El Nino there. Looks like a very healthy one for a cold winter because when you get that warm water there in the central Pacific, which it's trying to do, it's more towards the eastern Pacific, but that tends to mean you will get a bad winter for the USA. And right now it's honed in on the southeast. We're going to take a look at our NAO now, our North Atlantic Oscillation, and this has been negative predominantly for a few months now. This is a good sign for a harsh winter ahead because when you get that negative NAO, you get a block there in the North Pole, and that suppresses a lot of cold air down south to the USA. So right now we're looking at a good signal for a cold and snowy winter. Last but not least, let's take a look at our NCEP model guidance, and we're going to take a look at our GFS for the next 2 weeks, and we're going to have some colder air. Take a look at this cold air coming in right there. Those blue lines are indicative of some cold air coming down from Canada, and that makes its way all the way down to Ohio, Cleveland. We're gonna have some lake effect rain showers in these areas, and then that stays in the area for quite a bit. Eventually, we do have some warm air coming back in by October 10th, and then that makes way for more warmer weather and more rain systems, as you can see here. But again, we are in the books, I would say, so to speak, for a cold and snowy winter, and it does look like that is quite a possibility for this year. Um, Again, there's many sources that say that. There's the Old Farmer's Almanac that is pointing towards more of a colder and snowier winter for this year. There is the Jamstack models I showed you that is showing a cold winter for the southeast. There's all sorts of different meteorologists out there that are hinting in at a cold and snowy winter. So let's keep our fingers crossed. And for those who like that cold and winter stuff like I do, let's keep our hopes up, and maybe we'll get that winter this year. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.